Hey guys, welcome to Budget with a July Dreamer. My name is Miranda, and on this channel I talk about personal finance, specifically sharing tips on how to save, how to invest, as well as how to budget your money. If these topics are of interest to you, then do not forget to hit that subscribe button as well as give this video a like. So in today's video, I'll actually be sharing my annual net worth. I track this quarterly, but in my tracker I actually do have it on a monthly basis, but for me personally I pay attention to it every quarter. So without further ado, I will be projecting on my screen now what I actually track as part of my annual net worth. So if you are not familiar with how to track net worth, so this is basically your assets minus your liabilities that equals your net worth. So your assets could be your investment, your house, cash that you have in your bank, I was going to say lying around, but cash that you have in your savings account. And then your liabilities could be, if you have a mortgage on your house, that is the liability. If you have rental property that you still have a mortgage on, if you have debt, that is all liabilities. And then when you do those, your assets minus your liabilities, that makes up your net worth. So I've been tracking my net worth offline for a long time, but I officially started using a tracker in December last year. And this is what I am sharing on the screen now. So in my assets section, I have my investments. So this is my investing in stocks and shares. I use my bank's wealth management part of banking, and I've been tracking since I started tracking officially in December. This is how much was in my investment portfolio at that time, and this is how much is in my investment portfolio in the month of May. Then my car, I checked back in December how much it was worth, and I know some people don't like tracking their car because it depreciates in value, but for me it's something that I own 100%. I don't have any debt on it, so it is an asset in my eyes. So this is why I track it, but obviously depreciates in value, and I can't remember the exact amount because I've lost the notebooks where I wrote all of this. So I remember it was around £11,000, but that has depreciated because I checked yesterday and it's now £9,745, which is still a good amount if I chose to sell if I chose to sell privately. If I went to a dealership, I saw it was about 10,045 or thereabouts. So it depends if I chose to sell my car directly to a dealership. If I decided to sell privately, I know the range, but this is something that was the lower end of selling privately, and that's what I'm tracking. Then for my house fund, so this is money that I had saved up in my house fund. If you can see, I had saved quite a bit of money in my house fund back in December, but I'll explain later why this is decreasing to what it is right now, which is about half or less than half of what I had in December, but I'll explain why. And then I have my eToro there, which is another investment. So initially I started investing last year with Trading 212, and I had about £2,000 in that investment pot. Then I decided I was going to leave Trading 212 for Vanguard, so I moved over my investments to Vanguard it cleared in April, so this is why there's nothing. And then I decided to try out eToro. This is why now there is a new amount in there of £350 for eToro. Then I've got stocks and shares elsewhere. I just recently started this, like literally last month. I put £500 in, and this is how much I have so far, which is incredible. And then for my home value, and again, this is something that I've been tracking since I got my home, and I checked yesterday and the value of my house, and this is a conservative estimation. It's £374,000, which is great because I think I got the house for £340 or thereabouts, so this has really increased in value. And then for my emergency fund, I started building this properly back in December last year, and I have a target this year to save up to £15,000. So I was at 6,000 back in April, but then I had an emergency in the month of May. This is why it came down. So I now have 4,700, and I'm hoping in the month of June I'll be able to add £1,000 back so that I can come back almost on track to accomplish my goal of 15,000 before the end of the year. My holiday fund, because again this is my savings, so I track it, and I have £1,000 in there. And then for rentals, so I mentioned that I'll explain why my house fund has decreased from 75,000 to 38,000. So I actually decided to buy a rental property, and over the last couple of months there's just been a lot of things happening in the background that has delayed the process, but we're almost at the end. We're just waiting for the seller to sort out a few things, and then we'll be exchanging contracts, and I can officially rent the property out. So I'll officially be a landlord. I thought I was going to be a landlord back in February, but things have just been really slow. So right now I'm actually not tracking this as an asset. I'll track it as an asset next month once I have signed everything. Right now I have not signed anything, so I'm not going to track this as an asset, but it's in there ready to be tracked as an asset. Then I have sinking funds. If you watch my videos on my bi-weekly sinking fund update, you will know that I keep sinking funds, and right now I have £567.82. Every dollar counts, every pound counts when it comes to your annual net worth, so I'm tracking everything. Then like I said, I left Trading 212 for Vanguard, so I've got a Vanguard ISA, and right now I have about £2,422 and 46 pence in there. But you will notice that whenever, that would be when I do my next update, the numbers for Vanguard and my backlist investments will switch. This is because the Vanguard specific funds that I have in my backlist Smart Investor, I'm actually moving them all to Vanguard. So all Vanguard related funds will be with Vanguard itself. So this is why when I share my next net worth update, I don't know if it'll be a monthly, if it'll be a quarterly, I'm not really sure, but I track this in the track on a monthly, but I personally look at it properly on a quarterly basis. And then my final one is also another little investment that I have. This is changed, literally, like my Plum app rounds up all the change, and then part of the money I save in a different pot and part of the money I actually invest, and this is what I have invested so far. So my total assets come to £444,339.19, which is a change of £18,481.32 from April. So if I was properly giving you updates of on a monthly basis, this would be the change. And then moving now over to my liabilities. So right now I only have one liability, I only have one debt, which is my home, because I have a mortgage on this house. And right now, as the month of May, I have 217,000 still to pay on my mortgage. And then once I sign the documents for my rental property, then I'll have another liability. So I've put that in there ready. So I'm filming this a couple of days before the end of May, so this is why I've not blocked this out yet, but I probably will if I don't manage to sign the contracts in the month of May. So going down, I do have a graph and a table where I'm tracking the net worth in December. So in December I was at 220,931 pounds and 28 pence. These big numbers always confuse me, but I will get there. And right now I am at 227,339 pounds and 19 pence, which is an increase of 19,371 pounds and 22 pence since I officially started tracking it on a tracker, which is great. And then I have my net worth tracking graph here. So I actually like graphs, and this is how I like seeing them. So I can see it going up, but we shall see when I add my investment portfolio how this is actually going to work, because I'm then going to go and deplete the rest of the money in the house fund, because then I'll have to pay finishing costs, send the rest of the deposit money, pay the lawyers and what have you. So this will probably, the next time I show it will probably zero, so my net worth will actually be impacted because my liquid cash will be less compared to what it is now. So yeah, this is all I wanted to share on my annual net worth. I have actually been super nervous about sharing this video, but for transparency and because I just wanted to share with others how I track my net worth, I have decided to share this video with you. So yeah, there we have it. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you have any comments, share them in the description bar below. Let me know also how you track your net worth. You track it on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis, 6 monthly basis, or an annual basis, whichever. Do share all of your comments in the description, in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.